What's poppin', gang, in them? Today we got a kid sitting in the chair. He getting a high fade. He not gonna keep the curves. So this video, for those of y'all who don't really understand like how the guards work, how the clipper work, I'm gonna break it down in full detail so that y'all can understand it. Any questions y'all might have, y'all can drop it in the comments. Y'all can hit me up on any social media. I'ma answer them. But this video gonna be real detailed on what I use and how I use it. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So to kick this one off, we're going to start with our wall seniors. And I'm going to have them all the way open. As y'all can see right here. This is open. Right? That's open. So we're going to throw that one on there, all the way open. And we're going to just debulk. Debulk means we're going to get rid of all that weight. We're going to knock down all that hair that's dark. And we're going to make it lighter. So we just debulking right now, getting rid of all that weight. Then I come with my babblers, my trimmers, and I make my first bald guideline. Where I make my guideline at, I start right above the eyebrow, the end of the eyebrow, and then I just make my guideline contour to his head shape. Once we clean that up, we go in again with our wall seams all the way open. I'm going up about an inch on his head because his fade, we always do a high fade on his hair because of his hair texture. So it's just way smoother. So we go up about an inch all the way open. So right now I go back with my one guard again, but this time we're going to close the level. So now we at a one close. We're going to soften up this line right here. However, this is something you don't have to do. I'm just showing you a little extra step to kind of help you with your fade. So right now, because of his hair texture, you can put that one on there close and you can soften that line up. So when you come in with that zero guard, you don't have a lot of work to do. So this line that we just softened up with that one, I'm going to go back and I'm going to put my zero guard on this clipper all the way open, and we're going to touch that line that we just softened up with the one. So the same exact line we just softened up right here, we're going to go back and we're going to fade it in with this zero on here all the way open. Now, I'm going to do trigger play here. Trigger play is just when you open and close up the clipper as you desire, because I had it all the way open, but it wasn't cutting nothing down. So if you ever get to a point where you got your clipper all the way open and it's not cutting enough off, you close it a little bit, right? You close it and you open it just a little bit. You close it until you see it cutting the desired length. You don't want to close it too much and it end up cutting too much off, right? So that's why we trigger play. That's why we open and close it. So right here I come in with my babblers, but I'm going to close it because we want to knock out that line that we made with that trimmer. Between that trimmer and that all the way open in the beginning, we knocking out that line. If my camera could focus, I can show y'all. Right? So that very bottom line right there, that very bottom line, we hitting it and we flicking out, right? Because we don't want to create another line. We're trying to blend that one in. So we're going ahead and we hitting that. And I'm trigger playing, as you can see, with that too, because it's not all the time where you're going to stay all the way closed. You got to know when to open and close. So nobody could initially tell you when to open it, when to close it. That's a you thing. You know, it's all about your fade. So it's something that you're going to have to get used to. And it comes to you over time. All right, y'all. So your fade should look similar to this. Of course, I come back and I do all my detail work because this is just a rough draft for me. But if you followed all the steps that I told you, your fade should come out something like this. Of course, he has a different type of hair texture. Of course, his hair is straighter, so your steps might be a little bit different, but it's still the basics. So I hope that I showed y'all or taught y'all a little bit about how to use the clipper and what we use. I didn't have to show y'all the lineup. I feel like the lineup is the easiest part. I'm gonna go ahead and do a separate video on that, but I hope that I taught somebody something. I hope that I cleared up a few things, and I hope that I answered a few questions. So with that being said, I'm out.